Krispy Kreme. Hey, what's going on, peace? I'm hanging in there. They domestically terrorizing me. Look, trying to tell me that's gonna be my van. What they've been doing is stealing my money and paying me in Freemasonic numbers and shit. And then trying to do it in ways that only I know, but I mean, you can't get around the shit they're doing. I mean, I could understand me having 33, or numbers that add up to 33 a couple, 3 or 4 times, but it's over damn near. It's a lot of times that you guys docked my pay and gave me your fucking Freemasonic numbers and shit. So I'm not even gonna, I'm gonna fight this shit. First, I'm gonna try and dump this van, try and sell this van. Probably sell it for like $1,500. I don't know. I'll probably sell this shit for hella cheap and fucking just come new. Man, I don't got time for their games and shit. They're playing too many games, doing all types of vehicular harassment and shit. Like, I don't really trip off of it, but I do. But I don't. If that makes sense. So, now I gotta go. Now I gotta go protest in front of this fucking police station. It's like they give me no choice. But I'm with it. I welcome the smoke. Let me see. Hey, what's going on, Ray? Yeah, they are. They're paying me in Freemasonic numbers. It's either 33, 33, 33 something, 33, 12, anything that adds up to 33. That's what they're paying me. And it's like they dock hella money, because I know it was at the very least like 50, at least 50 something. But what they do is they dock my money, and then they have people go up there with like one bag, like one small ass bag. They probably have like three or four cans in the bag, and then whatever they dock from me, they give it to that person. So it's like I'm paying their gang stalkers to harass me and shit. Not only are these motherfuckers not only are these motherfuckers illegally harassing me, but they're making me pay them to illegally harass me. Like, this shit's crazy. The Freemasons sold out. Yeah, I mean, they've always been that way though. Like, Freemasons are just fucking, they're cancers to the planet. They're a cancer to the planet. How you to cope? Oh, I mean, shit. You just gotta. That's how I do it. That's literally how I do it. Is protest in front of like the police stations, and I do shit. Like, I know I can't do. Like, I know I can't. It's not gonna put a dent in anything, but they don't want the word getting out. So by me doing that, it throws them. They don't like the people, the American people, the so-called American people looking at them while I'm protesting and shit, because the questions start popping up and arising in their heads and shit. So when I start protesting, they either don't come out or they just leave, and then they have their neighborhood watch motherfuckers harass me and shit. Um, yeah. I mean, I'm already at the point to where like I expect something to happen. Like I don't wish it upon myself. I don't want nothing to happen, but I just some people would call it doing too much. I do too much when it comes to like protesting against them and shit. Like people be like, you gotta stop doing that. There's better ways to expose the program, but I really don't see it like every other way that we've tried. You know, is it's been of no value. Like other than the videos and shit, we're able to help each other out, but as far as getting the program stopped, so it's just something new, trying something new. I see a lot of them at work, Mason, Flair. Yeah, exactly. In the little blue button ups, always with their little. I'm not sure if it's the right hand or the left hand in their pocket. Goofballs trying to look sophisticated, letting their money talk for them, because they have no language. Their language is off, so they let their money talk for them. Mary Jane, God, you guys. And I guess foolish pride. I guess you could call it foolish pride. The cufflinks and everything, even down to the fucking, that little G with the inside the pyramid. They be having the little stickers on their cars and shit, trying to let people. It's always black. It's always black motherfuckers that come up to me too with that shit on the back of their car with Freemason. Like that shit's something to be proud of. Like, motherfuckers, that shit is. If you don't get that shit out of here. If you don't get that shit out of here. But I'm trying to get this thing to where you guys can see. I can't. The reason why it's not, showing outside and shit is because it's hella hot and it overheats the and shit. So I gotta turn it down right now. Yeah, they're funny. They're funny. But this is what it looks like where I am right now. We got a sports car love bug right there. A little, what do you call it? Commercial road, I think. ACLU. ACLU. What's that? Last Days. Last Days TV. What's ACLU? Sound like a college or something. Sure. Are they either doing something with your responses? They're either doing something with your responses. Your live froze. But yeah, man, I hope everybody's doing good. Considering these hard times, these tough times and shit. Making the best out the bad. Whatever you do, ladies and gentlemen, never let them give you a cup of piss and tell you it's water. Don't do that. It's not healthy. It's not mentally healthy. As long as they can feed you their bullshit, and download that shit in your mindset, you'll forever be a puppet. Yeah, they do that. It's because the police. Uh, the police have a back door in all these apps and shit. So they get in the. That's how they're able to get into the apps and shit. They have a back door, and when they get in, when they come in through the back door, it fucks with the functions of the. The whatever app you're in. For instance, like when I'm playing poker and shit, when they start coming in and you always know when it's them because they'll have their name. Their name would be like your name, but with like a couple letters changed. Like for instance, if your name is Alex, they would put AWEX, so it would be AWEX instead of ALEX. If your last name was Miller, they do like MILLA, like Miller. They do shit like that. And whenever they get on my poker shit, like I know because like when I'll push the button to make my play, like it won't let me make the play and shit. So whatever app, you'll know when the police are in your apps and shit because your functions of that app start fucking up. The functions of your app start fucking up. When it's the police or it's the little perps and shit. Okay. I see. Okay, I see that. Yeah. definitely, hands down. That's why every targeted individual should definitely give yourselves a pat on the back. I know how serious this program is, but really, honestly, you don't realize how serious this program and how heavy it is on you and your psyche, if you will. This is deep shit. Like, I say it all the time. People who go through military boot camp and shit, a lot of those people don't make it out. They commit suicide and shit. And the shit they go through is, it might be a little bit more blatant as far as with the yelling and the screaming and shit like that. But us dealing with this shit for as long as we've been dealing with this shit, we can handle that boot camp training like nothing. Like that would be like fucking water off a duck's back. We've been put through heavy psychological warfare, and not just heavy, but day to day, around the clock, non-stop. Every targeted individual deserves a pat on the back. And if I was physically in your area, I would give you a pat on the back and let you know that you are a soldier. You're not weak. You're the furthest thing from weak. Because the very same people doing this to us, they wouldn't even be able to go through a day of this shit. They'd be killing up the whole family. They'd be killing up the whole. If I can't have you, no one will. We're all gone. We're out of here. The kids, the dog. The fucking fish. Everybody would be gone. And for this program to be as heavy as it is, like, the perps are really lucky that they're only dying in the numbers that they're dying in. Yesterday, I believe it was yesterday, I have to look it up, but somebody shot 10 people at a grocery store. 10 people, and he didn't just, this wasn't no fucking random thing. Like, he drove quite a distance to get to that fucking grocery store. He knew who he wanted to get, and he knew how many. I don't know if he knew how many people he wanted to get, but when he got there, he knew exactly who he wanted. Just like the VTA guy knew exactly who he wanted. People ain't just fucking seeking out people for no reason and murdering them. Let me see. Hey, what's going on, D? Right? Yeah, hanging in there, bro. Hanging in there. Every day is a learning experience. It's a bitch, but it's a learning experience. We are definitely definitely, hands down. No two ways about it. Like, when you think about it, people have done shorter. Well, put it like this. If this was a college course, we'd be like at our masters and shit right now. I don't quite know the the makeup of how that shit goes as far as masters, bachelors, doctorates, and all that shit. I don't know the specific role placement, if you will, like the order it goes in, but we be up there, man. Like, I think we be damn near probably. I don't know. We be up there. Like if we were the master in psychology or something, we have nothing but the best experience. No, I didn't hear about the latest news in San Jose. Tick, what happened? Uh, yeah, you went. He did. He did. He went with purpose for real. Um, the camera views, but yeah, I got it like that right now because the heat is coming through and it overheats the phone and shit. Uh, I hear you, man. These scum have disabled my knee with these directed energy weapons. Yep, and it's not gonna stop. It's not gonna stop, man. Like, it's gonna get as the technology evolves, the program's gonna evolve. So the little shit that they got tweaking our bodies right now, the little voice to skull and all that shit is just gonna get better. Before you know it, they have your ass breakdancing out here against your will and shit, playing you like a fucking video game. In their department. Oh yeah. I've been up on that as far as like the drugs and the police officer dying off doing fentanyl and all that shit. Okay, yeah, I heard. Yeah, as far as that, yeah, like, yeah, they're on YouTube making or Facebook making facial. They're all on fucking Facebook making racial fucking remarks and shit. Like the police, this is like one of the crookedest fucking corrupt fucking police departments in California. LA is one. This is one. Like in California, I would say LA is probably like the top, and then San Jose. And not to brag, because it's nothing to brag about. Like, I've been to quite a few fucking jails in like in California, and all like from the whole processing thing, from the jump, from like the Sacramento, San Jose, LA, like their whole processing system is to fucking, they throw you in a cell 23 hours out the day. Whether you did the crime, they know you did the crime, or they know you did, or didn't. Like, they don't give a fuck. They throw you in that cell, and they know if you've never done time before, whatever case they're putting on you, because what they do is they tell you, okay, well, you take whatever case, we'll get you to a better place, and you can come out all day, and you can talk to your family, you can have visits and shit like that. So, you got motherfuckers. It's funny because it's funny because whenever you get a new cellie and shit, You ask them if they've ever done, if they've ever done time before and shit, or where they've done time, and if they've never been there before, they'll let you know like this is my first time, and you already whenever they tell you it's their first time and shit, like I don't say that like some people will say something to them, but I don't say nothing to them because I know it's gonna fuck their heads up even more and shit. But there's like a button on the wall and shit. They call it the panic button and shit. Like if you and your cellie is getting in a fight and shit, and you like feel like you're scared for your life or some shit like that, you push the panic button and the police will get on there. Or like if you have a medical issue, the police they'll get on the intercom and they'll ask you like, what's your medical? They'll say, what is your medical emergency, or is your cellie trying to kill you, or some shit like that. And people get on. People who do, they just get locked up and shit, and it's like their first time. Like it never fails. They always fucking get on the like. They always get on the panic button and they ask the fucking police questions like, how much time am I gonna get? When am I going to court? They ask all these fucking questions that the police don't know. Like, that's all from stressing and being locked in that cell 23 hours out the day and shit. Like, your mind has nothing to do but fucking, wonder about, like, what's going on with your kids, what's going on with your family, if you're hustling, like you want to know like what you're missing out on, all types of shit. It's just, being locked up in that cell is like a brain fucking. They know that shit. They know it, and they'll fucking, you could be convicted, you fighting a murder charge, and they know you're innocent, but they'll fucking, they'll keep you locked in that fucking cell for like 2 weeks, and once that 2 weeks is up, they could throw anything at you, and you'll take it. Just so you can get that phone call, just so you can get that visit, just so you can get that extra time out the cell. Like, you literally gotta disconnect yourself. You gotta disconnect yourself from everything. As far as like, I don't know. It's not easy if you don't train yourself to fucking I guess become one with your environment and not let your mind wander. Saying all that to say, like, these police these police stations out here are like the most corrupt as far as San Jose, LA, and Sacramento go. Corrupt as fuck. Beating the inmates up. Ukraine soldiers are killing Ukraine civilians. What the fuck? Ukraine soldiers are killing. Oh man, I'm not even up on that. I gotta check that out, man. That's crazy, man. The misinfo comes out of UK a lot too. Yeah. I'm not too political of a person. I don't even believe in war. Like, I know we have to have, you can't just let people invade and shit like that, but as far as casting that shit out on the citizens and shit, that's bullshit. And I don't think, nobody's gonna go to war unless they have a good reason and shit. Like, I pay attention, and I know how America is. I know America probably instigated the shit. They probably came together and concocted a plan. You know, America instigated Ukraine to do whatever it is that they did. Probably even bullied them into telling them, "Well, we're gonna put our fucking warheads in your fucking. We're gonna make you a superpower. We're gonna put our warheads right here on your fucking." Once those warheads, those war batteries get put on Ukraine, that takes all the power away from Putin. And then not only does it take all the power, because they both have equal power, I would say, over their own country, but once you get those war batteries and shit in Ukraine, then Putin, Putin's gonna always have in the back of his head, I gotta watch my back, because I can't get this motherfucker mad, or he might decide to fucking do something with these warheads and shit. Like, it's like a person that's never had money, and you give them money, and their whole demeanor changes. How they treat people, how they act. Like, it's like they forget that one time they never had money before. Like, and that's the type, when people, even with guns, like, you could take a scary person off the streets that's never fought anybody, scared, always backing out of all fights and shit. You put a gun in that person's hand, oh man, that's the toughest motherfucker in the world, hands down. You can't tell him shit. And every time you say something to piss him out, he's gonna pull out the gun. He might not shoot you with it, but he's gonna pull it out just to show you, like, I have a gun, don't talk to me like that. You see that shit, you see it all the fucking time, man. It never fucking fails. It never fucking fails. So, I understand where Putin's coming from. I just don't understand. Alright, you guys, they're trying to turn off the live. Not sure how long it's gonna last, but yeah, war is war, man. War is inevitable, but at the same time, it shouldn't take out innocent people. Behind that shit. And even though it's not cool, I would say I have to agree with Putin on his call, other than the killing of people, because I wouldn't want nobody fucking dictating how I fucking run my country, or fucking threatening me and shit. And then Putin's no fucking dummy. He knows it, man. He's fucking Putin ain't just some fucking politician who's fucking, he's not just some smug politician put in place as a president. Like, he's fucking came from the ground up. Like, he's fucking been a guerrilla. He's fought in the military. He's a real fucking soldier. So he thinks like a soldier. He doesn't, he's a strategic thinker. And if you know, like I know, and everybody else damn near, whenever America backs somebody, whenever America is a part of somebody's fucking bullshit, you know not to trust that shit anyways. Oh, America's putting... You mean to tell me? Me and America have been having problems for a long time. Me in fucking America. And when I say me, I'm talking about Putin. Me and America have been having problems for a long time. Now fucking America is gonna come to my next door neighbor and tell them or ask them or capitulate a fucking plan to put warheads right next door to me. America, the very same people I've been having problems with. Not only are they the same problems the same problems I've been having problems with, but as a president and as long as I've been a fucking soldier, I've watched America and all their fucking dirty tricks. I've watched them blow up their own fucking people, going to other people's country for fucking, oil. I've watched them fucking kill fucking leaders for no fucking reason and making up excuses to sweep it under the rug. I've seen them do all this shit. You think I'm gonna let those motherfuckers come next door and put warheads in my backyard? You're out of your mind. You can't really knock Putin for that. My only thing is, like, if it's gonna be war, let that shit be between the governments and shit. Like, the regular people don't have nothing to do with this shit. Especially, like, the regular people aren't even the ones with the guns and shit. Like, you're shooting people without guns and shit. Like, tactical training, any of that shit. Like, you're just fucking, it's like a pit bull killing a chihuahua puppy. Like, just stand no fucking chance. Shit, we see what America does to its own people. We see what excuse me. My bad, y'all. It's legitimate. We see what America we see what America does to its own people. So, America is just a heartless America is just a heartless fucking country. Patrick Lancaster. Okay, I'm gonna definitely check that out. I've been trying to find people speaking on it. I try not to pay attention to the news, like, as far as, like, that mainstream media shit, because I know it's all, all that shit's bullshit. We have way too many crisis actors in this world. Keep your head up, and HR is great. Yeah, he's good for now. I've been having to do, like, what would you call it? Not aerobics. I've been having to run him and shit. Run him a lot. Try and run that shit out of him. He still has a tough time. Using the bathroom and shit. So, whatever. I kind of think, I love my dogs and all, but but I don't think like he's gonna get to live his full life and shit. Like, you know, they're gonna bring it to an end pretty soon. It's fucking with his intestines bad. You know, pretty soon it's gonna be to where I don't know. I might have to put him to sleep to where like, cause I don't know, like that shit has to be bad. Like he's getting out like small increments of shit. Like and you can tell like it wasn't. Uh, you know they do a lot of shit to add on to their karma, if you will. Because like I don't know what I'm gonna do, and that's why I make videos and shit. Because I know I'm a humble dude. I know like how humble I am. Like there's no way in the world anybody can tell me that. You know, you need to have patience with these people. Like that like you just don't understand the patience that I've had with these people. And they continue, like when they do the shit, it's not only that they do it, but they like that. With me, they like to rub it in. So I might do a video showing you guys how they're fucking shooting frequencies at my dogs, and then I'll show you on the video like my dogs all. You guys have seen them. Like whenever I do those videos, like I'll do them, and they'll get behind me and fucking be fucking super blatant with this shit. Like they'll do it all fucking day, all fucking night. Like they literally want to see something happen to the fucking dog. Like it's crazy. Like to get at me, they want to fucking put a little fucking harmless fucking a dog in pain and suffering just to fuck me up. And you know I get it. This is a war. There are no rules in war. But I'm just gonna make sure I leave a footprint behind that everybody knows that I wasn't crazy, I wasn't mentally ill, I wasn't nothing. I don't plan on doing nothing to anybody. But I love my dogs as if they were my kids. At the very least, they're my family. Therefore, and you know, they're loyal. They're loyal. Like they would literally fucking, knowing that they would fucking get ate the fuck up, get killed. Like these motherfuckers would run up on a lion, literally. So the thing is, once whatever happens, you know, all that bullshit that they've been creating in my subconscious, I'm not responsible for that. And I've studied very, like, you know, I can't say that I know everything about this program, but when it comes to psychological bullshit, like, I've been studying that shit left and right, and I know now that whatever comes up out of our subconscious, like, we're not in control of that. I understand how triggers work. I understand how hypnotism works. I understand all that. So you're not gonna leave me with no legacy of fucking being mentally ill. I refuse to let that happen. You'll have to you'll literally have to pull both of my YouTubes. You'll have to pull both of my YouTube channels down and fucking kill me before you can prove to the people that I was mentally ill. Other than that, bring the smoke. Excuse me. Excuse me. It's legitimate. 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 Ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, yeah, they have no emotions, man. It's like they've been, at the very least, they've been broken down and rebuilt into some type of fucking mental super soldier and shit. Like they might not be, super soldier material, but mentally they are. Like they're fucking, they do shit to people and have no emotion about it. Like, they can fucking kill you. Anybody who can harass a person, sit there and watch on the news that this person killed 8 people and then killed himself, and then watch the police get on the news. Watch the police get on the news and sweep it under the rug, and then they can wake up and do it all over again. We're dealing with something much more fucking vicious than human mentality. At the very least, these people are animals. And that's at the very least. And I'm no angel. So for me to point somebody out and call them, and not only am I not no angel, I understand this. Like I don't expect I don't want no pat on the back for doing this shit. Like I don't for protesting or doing any of this shit. Like I don't want no pat on the back for something that I'm supposed to be doing. Like I'm not, this is what the fuck I'm supposed to be doing. Like this is what all of us are supposed to be doing. Like, this is fucking, this is our fucking constitution. This is our natural way of life. Like you don't, and this is in any kingdom, whether it's the animal kingdom, the bug kingdom, the what do you want to call it, insectoid kingdom, the human kingdom. Survival is your first fucking priority. Protecting those you love and your survival, like keeping your compound safe is your first, that's your first fucking, that's the first law of nature. And that's not something that you have to premeditate. If somebody throws a punch at you, you're gonna block that punch, or you're just gonna get hit in the fucking face. So, it's a natural reaction it's a natural instinct to protect yourself and to feel that you have to protect yourself. And for us to fucking be as patient and fucking, it's not like you're slapping me in the face in front of everybody. You're not just you don't even punch me, you fucking slap me. Like you're not even punching me, you're slapping me in the face. And not only are you slapping me, but you're slapping me in front of everybody. And to top it off with whipped cream, you taunt me about it. You taunt me all day about that shit. You could take a fucking coward. You could take someone who's scared to fight people. You take someone who's fucking scared to fight people and you slap him in the face all day. He might not do nothing to you. He might let you slap him all motherfucking day. But I guarantee you, if you slap that motherfucker and you make fun of him all day in front of a bunch of people, you might most likely get killed. Like, that motherfucker might likely kill your ass. Like, you know, the shit that we go through, it's not it's not so much the harassment that throws us off the deep end. It's the triggers and the taunting us behind it. We can do this and you can't. We can fucking rip you off. When if we get ripped off, your ass to go to jail for years, but we can rip you off every fucking day. Wake up in the morning and do it again. Like, thinking about that shit over and fucking over and fucking over, and just watching it happen to me, knowing that I'm like busting my ass, and it's like fucking, I'm like, these people have fucking jobs, good paying jobs. They're fucking driving Beamers, they're driving Lexuses, they're driving fucking, you name it, cars of the year, tricked out how they want it tricked out, all the shit. I'm just a motherfucker out here recycling, man. I'm getting, trust me, I'm getting pennies to your dollar. I'm getting pennies to your dollar, and you're sitting here trying to stop that. You're trying to stop me from handling my business as that shit plays out in my head. Like, like once you, like, what do you expect to happen once they actually take this van? Like I don't want them to do it. But I'm just saying, like, if they do it, like, what the fuck I don't plan on doing anything. Like, I don't plan, but by them taunting me, like, driving by me, pointing at me, laughing, talking shit in the stores about cars when I go in there, you know, that's gonna piss me off and have me thinking and shit. And you don't know what like, that's gonna turn a motherfucker into a firecracker, man. You can't. You're not gonna stop me from being able to handle my business, and then when I can't handle my business, taunt me about it. Like, I don't even know what's gonna happen. That's why I make these videos, so people know that psychological warfare